Hello, and thank you for joining us in today's webinar session, Designing Interactive Cell and Molecular Biology Courses Using JoVE Videos. My name is Mayuri, and I am a curriculum specialist at JoVE. Today, I'm accompanied by my colleague, Tani, who is a subject matter expert at JoVE. More details on both of our roles and what we do here will be discussed in the further slides. So I will quickly move on to the agenda of today's webinar. So in today's session, we will focus on the overview of JoVE's cell and molecular biology resources, which can be accessed from the online platform. And this will be followed by how the videos can be embedded into Moodle and my class. We will also be discussing playlists and the syllabus mapping service, wherein you can map your modules according to JoVE videos. I will conclude this session with a dedicated Q&A section. So please feel free to type your questions in the chat box below. And Tani will have a look at them throughout the session. And I can always take a look at those at the end of the session. So I'll start with the word JoVE itself. JoVE is an acronym for Journal of Visualized Experiments, a journal focused on visualizing experiments through videos. It goes beyond traditional scientific protocol by providing videos that allow viewers to watch and replicate experiments. Now, over time, JoVE has become a leading scientific video creator, offering a wide range of content for teaching, learning, and practicing science. The idea behind JoVE is simple. Visualizing concepts through videos enhances understanding compared to reading alone. Scientific studies have shown that watching videos help incorporate message more effectively. Now, while the text article provides the essential details, a video is necessary for replicating the protocol. I may have looked at this slide a million times, and each time my eye gets caught by the video on the right. The protocol is super important to have for the level of detail that we want to achieve. But then if we want to replicate what's in there, we need a video to explain us how to take the next step. This concept is similar to following a recipe. The written ingredients help us understand what's needed. And then the video recipe allows us to see the technique behind the cooking. So as you're aware, of the total sections covered by JoVE, today we will be discussing cell and molecular biology section, which falls under the JoVE education section. To access contents under cell and molecular biology or resources under cell and molecular biology, you will have to go to the education section on the JoVE website and click on a biology collection. This will open up all of the relevant collections under cell and molecular biology. Once you click on biology, you will see the different education contents available. A screenshot of which I have added on the screen here. I have highlighted the JoVE core content, which are indicated by the arrows. These series cover the two fields, molecular biology and cell biology, which is the resource that we are going to be discussing today. I will give you a brief overview of what lies under these collections, and my colleague Tani will take it from me and explain in more depth how each of these collections can suit your teaching. All right, so once you click on the core collection of core series of interest, you will see that all of the videos are organized into chapters like a textbook. Each chapter contains a number of videos, and all the videos within the core series are short animated clips where the fundamental topics are covered. This is ideal for students at the foundational level or undergraduate year 1 level. Another resource is the science education series, and I have currently highlighted to 2 series under which you will find relevant cell and molecular biology content. That's basic biology and advanced biology. Basic biology contains resources on conducting lab sessions, including how to use basic equipment such as micropipettes, centrifusion pipettes, microscopes to carrying out PCR analysis and electrophoresis. There's also content on model species such as fruit fly, C. elegans, etc. All of the videos included here are about 10 minutes long, so covering the overview to the key experimental techniques as well as applications. These videos are suited for undergraduate second or third year level classes, or even postgraduate level classes. Our advanced biology section also contains specific biological fields such as cell biology and neuroscience. How each of these collections can benefit or suit your teaching will be discussed by my colleague Tani. So I will now hand it over to her, and she will introduce herself and follow that up with how you can make the most out of each of these collections in your teaching. Yeah, over to you, Tani.
Thank you so much, Mayuri. Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tani Agarwal. I'm a subject matter expert at JoVE, and I'm so thrilled to be your host and guide today as we take a tour of the core cell and molecular biology collections under the umbrella of JoVE videos. So to begin with, I would like to introduce you that these collections of core cell and molecular biology, these are basically a collection of around 500 or so videos, and they will introduce all the concepts related to molecular biology as well as cell biology, which are covered under the different curricula in undergrad as well as master's courses. So to begin with, I want to introduce you to the molecular biology collection, which is basically an expansive collection with about 20 chapters and 298 lessons within them. Each of these videos is an average video length of about 90 seconds. And the best part about them is that all of these videos are also available in 12 plus different languages, including voiceovers as well as subtitles. This will be especially interesting for the international students coming from different nationalities and have different language preferences for watching videos. Along with these, we also have a collection of scientist in action videos, which are coming from the research portfolio of JoVE. But these are a video demonstration of the practical application of these key concepts, which are discussed in the education section. So next, we have a similar collection for the core cell biology, which is an expansive collection, which is a relatively newer collection, which came in last year. So this has about 43 chapters with 561 lessons in total. And likewise, these videos are also an average length of 90 seconds and available in 12 plus different languages again. Here also, we have a collection of about 120 plus scientist in action videos, which the students can benefit if they were interested in understanding the real world application of the core cell biology concepts. Now, for all of these videos, I would like to mention here very specifically that these videos, being animated ones, they are best suited for our students coming from the first and second year biology undergrad courses, as well as they will be of interest for the pre-medical and allied health sciences students who can seamlessly align these contents in their foundational courses. The master's students, as well as overall molecular biology and cell biology research enthusiasts, are going to find this an interesting refresher resource to stay updated with the foundational concepts. So let's look at the core molecular biology collection. Like I had already mentioned, this collection consists of 20 chapters. For the ease of discussion today, we have divided these 20 chapters into 6 sections, 6 broad sections, I would say, to suit the ease of understanding the context, and divided them into sections as per the topics where they're best suited. So to begin with, we have the first section, which is the biochemistry of macromolecules, which is a collection of the first 5 chapters. Basically, this describes the biochemistry and the structural aspects of macromolecules like DNA, RNA, and protein. The next section thereafter comes which is like a collection of the next 6 chapters. And this deals with the central dogma of biology, whereby interesting concepts in DNA replication, repair, recombination, transcription, translation, etc. are dealt with. And especially interesting in this section would be videos on intricate concepts like homologous recombination, etc., which are otherwise very difficult to understand for young learners. However, if they were supported through illustrated videos like ours in JoVE, it could greatly enhance their interest as well as the level of understanding for these videos, for these concepts. Moving on, we have the next 2 chapters dedicated to the classical Mendelian genetics as well as concepts on genome and evolution. Hereby, there is a whole description of the different genetic crosses, etc., as well as concepts of genome and evolution, including phylogeny, etc., which will be of interest to many young learners. The next section in this portfolio of molecular biology consists of concepts of cell signaling pathways, where important cell signaling pathways, along with the foundational concepts of understanding how cell signaling works and how it works in the different aspects, has been shown, and many simple pathways like GPCR pathways as well as NF-kappa B or the Wnt signaling pathway have been discussed. Moving on, the next section comprises of molecular biology techniques, whereby classical techniques for studying DNA and RNA, as well as analyzing gene expression and function, have been included. Here we have videos where simple videos like PCR, DNA, electrophoresis, etc. have been discussed, as well as the newer and the more modern concepts like CRISPR and Cas9, as well as gene therapy have been discussed. So which will be of interest to any students who are looking to learn the practical aspects of these techniques. To conclude, we have the final collection here, final section here, which consists of chapters whereby cell cycle, proliferation, cell division, etc. have been discussed. And lastly, we have this whole chapter dedicated to understanding the basic fundamentals about cancer and the several cancer therapies which are available have been discussed. One important thing that I would like to mention here is there are certain numbers written in parentheses next to the chapters' names. So these are basically the number of videos, video lessons, which are, which are catering to this particular chapter. So you will have, say, for example, 11 videos for cell proliferation. With that, I would like to take you towards the cell biology collection to let you understand the similarities and as well as the differences between the molecular biology collection and the cell biology one. So like I already mentioned to you that the cell biology collection is an expansive collection which is a relatively newer collection released last year. So here again, we have divided the entire collection of 43 chapters into 6 large sections, whereby each section caters to a particular set of topics relevant in cell biology. So the first section here is essential components and functions of the cell, whereby the first 11 chapters are dedicated towards understanding of cells, biochemistry, and DNA structure and function, etc. The second section here refers to membrane biology, whereby concepts in membrane transport and protein sorting have been discussed in great depth. And this is a particularly very interesting section where intricate concepts, not just about the membrane structure, but also about the transport mechanisms, the endocytosis, exocytosis, as well as there's a video on clathrin-coated vesicles, which are otherwise very difficult for visualization by students if they were simply reading text. If they were supported through videos, it would be really interesting for them to watch as well as retain the concepts in a very organized way. So this section would be of particular interest to any young learner in cell biology. Our next section entails concepts on cell energetics, whereby intricate concepts on mitochondria and energy production, as well as photosynthesis have been discussed. Moving on, we have a whole new collection of videos on cell signaling and cellular architecture. Basically, chapters 21 to 31 are dedicated to cell signaling. And here you will find a lot of videos which are detailing not just about the cell signaling pathways, which is similar to that in the molecular biology collection. However, these videos are an extension of those, as well as have additional content and additional pathways are also discussed here. Apart from that, the section on cellular architecture, which is included in this, is very important in understanding the concepts of cytoskeletal structures, as well as cell-to-cell interaction and polarization. Moving on, we have a collection of videos for important cell biology techniques, whereby important techniques for analyzing cell, for example, the cell culture techniques, etc., have been discussed, apart from visualization techniques for cells and tissues, which includes microscopy and the sample preparation, etc., have been discussed, which are very important for young learners to see and appreciate the beauty of seeing cells under a microscope and appreciate the different structures as well as the different processes that happen within the cell. Our last and final section in this collection is that on cell proliferation and repair, whereby concepts in cell proliferation, cell division like mitosis, meiosis, and cell death, apart from cancer, have been dealt with. Apart from this, there is a chapter comprising of videos on stem cell biology and regeneration and repair, which is of particular interest to stem cell biology enthusiasts and young learners who are at the very beginning levels of understanding stem cell biology, which is generally very intriguing for students who are coming to biology classes. So with this, I would like to take you to the next section under the education section of JoVE, whereby we are dealing with the practical application of the key concepts that have been learned in the core collections. So this takes us to the science education collection, which my colleague had just shown you a few slides back. So under this section, there are two basic sections. First is the basic biology section, and the other is the advanced biology collection, whereby there are longer videos of about 10 minutes length, like Mayuri had just mentioned. So each of these videos is not just a compilation of the animations, but also deals with a practical demonstration of the techniques which are used in the labs and how to carry out experiments to understand these concepts and find their applications in the real world. So like I already told you that these are longer videos, they also bear certain subsections within them, and they have a timestamp next to them, which will ease it out for the viewers to easily navigate between subsections. If they were requiring to replay or rewatch a certain section, they could easily do it, so that all students and young learners coming from different learning speeds and abilities could watch them and make best use of them for their learning process. So moving on from this, I would like to show you about how a ready-to-use playlist will look like. A playlist is basically a compilation of JoVE videos on a certain topic that is compiled together and put together for your ease. So my colleague will show you shortly after this how these ready-to-use playlists can be accessed on our website, and as well as how these can be directly embedded into your LMSs so as to make the teaching learning process more efficient and interesting for students. Our last section for today is about the book mappings, which is by far the very interesting and my favorite topic, actually. So under this section, what we have done is we have taken some of the 8 most popular and well-read textbooks referred by the students in cell and molecular biology courses across the globe. These include several, renowned titles like the one from Bruce Alberts or Gerald Carr or Lodish, Plopper, etc. So for these 8 textbooks, what we have done, we have mapped our JoVE content to the contents of these books. So what will happen? So if you were interested in any of these 8 books, if you were to click on the thumbnail of any one book, it will take you to the next screen, which will display a whole screen depicting all the different chapters in that book. And if you were to click on any one of those chapters of that book, it will take you to the ready-to-use playlist for that particular chapter, which contains videos from JoVE content aligned in a serial order as per the content given in that book text. So with this, it becomes easier for teachers as well as students to refer to books in a more visual manner and makes the learning process much more interesting, as well as it will allow for self-paced learning from the book. So with that, I think I will hand it back to Mayuri. So please take it over and please demonstrate to our audience how to go about searching for this content. Thank you so much. It was great leading this conversation. I will be happy to take any questions if there are at the end of this talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Tani, so much for that very brief and detailed explanation. Basically, I'm sure what lies under the contents and collections and how they can use them for different teaching is very clear to our audience. So if you my colleague Dani mentioned ready-to-use playlists, which are already available on the website. However, if you cannot find suitable playlists under the Faculty Resource Center, we also have the syllabus mapping support. Now, all you need to do is send me your syllabus, and we can create a playlist that matches your syllabus, containing videos you can use straight away for your teaching. This is a free support service provided by JoVE as part of the school subscription too. So feel free to send as many syllabi or keywords for videos that you would like to see. To request a syllabus map playlist, please send in your syllabus to me through the email address that I will now ask my colleague to just drop in the chat box. And yeah, once you send us a syllabus or topics on that email, we will get back to you within 10 days with a playlist of interest. Yeah. Now, I would like to basically demonstrate how you can embed all of this content into your course LMS effectively, how you can effectively start using, utilizing the JoVE content. So to essentially share content with your students, the primary way of sharing it would be via playlists. Now, playlists are an easy way to bring together a selection of JoVE videos to support specific instruction. And it also makes it much easier to find the video suited to your course and to share it with your students. In order to be able to share a playlist with your students, in the interest of walking you through it stepwise, you will first have to make sure that you have a JoVE account, a dedicated JoVE account. This will allow you access to the contents that your university has subscribed to, and also help you embed it seamlessly into your LMS. If you don't already have a personal JoVE account, you can easily set one up. I can actually walk you through it. So if you can follow the steps along with me, I will now walk you through how to create a JoVE account. You will have to first go on to the JoVE website and just type in www.jove.com. And on the top right corner of the homepage, you will find the sign in button. Once you click on the sign in option at the top right corner, if you already have an account, here's where you will input your institution email address, password, and sign in. And if you don't have an account, you can just click on create an account at this stage. If you have an account and have forgotten your password, you can reset your password by clicking on forget password. To create an account, you will click on create an account and add your institutional email address in the given box. All right. Then you can just check your email inbox with an email with the verification link. Again, it just takes about a few seconds to show up in your inbox. Once you have clicked in on the verification link in your inbox, you will have to fill in certain necessary information. Please be sure to select the professor instructor role under the select a role section. All right, and then you can just create an account, and once you click on create account, your name will appear on the top right corner of the screen, which would mean that you're correctly logged in. Now that you're correctly logged in, the next step would be to add or create a new playlist. You will go on to the drop down right next to your name and then click on my playlists. Any playlist created will be saved in this page. And in order to create a new playlist, you will click on create new playlist. You will first have to add a title for the playlist. And then you can further add details like this field of interest, purpose of the playlist, specialty. You have a bunch of options right there, the course name, institution name. Once you're happy with all of the details added, you can then proceed to add videos, JoVE videos to your playlist. Once you click on add videos, you will appear, a pop-up window will appear which asks you to add keywords in order to search videos. You can just simply add your keywords in the search bar, and you also have the option to select from either research or education contents only. Please select the videos you would like to add to the playlist. Once you click on the videos and you're happy with the videos, you also have the option to add labels within the playlist. For example, you can insert a subtitle or the date of the classes in which the videos may be watched. Once you're happy with the labels and the videos in the playlist, all you have to do is click save. All saved playlists are can be found under my playlist section, and they can be edited at any time. I will now showcase how to embed these videos into Moodle. Sharing a video on Moodle allows students to basically watch the videos without having to create a JoVE account or even go into the JoVE website. So it's a very seamless and most liked way of sharing content, most liked by the faculty members, and most appreciated by the students. It's fairly easy and it only takes a minute. There's multiple ways in which you can embed content into Moodle. One would be a single video embed, and one would be an entire playlist embed. On this call, I will walk you through the single video embed, and of course, share instructions on a playlist embed as well. So I will start off by embedding a single video into Moodle together. If in case you already have the JoVE website open, I encourage you to follow the steps along with me and embed a video into Moodle. Like I mentioned, it's fairly easy and takes only about a minute. So I've selected a video right here. Once you're happy with the video selection, click on the embed video button right under the video. Once you click on the embed video button, it will take you to a landing page that looks like so. Click on the copy embed code, which will copy the code needed. So once that code has been copied, you can go on to your Moodle course page. Of course, turn editing on so you can make changes to your course page. Once the editing option has been turned on, you can click on add activity or resource. Once you click on add activity or resource, from the bunch of options or the menu, select the page button or the page option. Under the page option, all you have to do is click on the highlighted icon, which should say HTML. And once you click on the highlighted icon, all you have to do is paste the code that you copied earlier from the JoVE website, and that's it. Your video will have been embedded into Moodle. It's as easy as that. It takes a minute, and it benefits your students in the sense that they don't have to log into JoVE, or they will also not be taken to a different tab to view the content. They will still remain on the Moodle platform and be able to view the content. So it's a beautiful way of sharing content. If in case you don't already have established LMS, or if Moodle is not the platform that you often use for your teaching, you can also share content via our in-house platform, which is MyClass. MyClass is a very beautiful platform which just makes sharing JoVE content and also content other than JoVE with your students. So you can not only share JoVE playlists, but your personal notes in PDF format with your class. So it's essentially you have control of the class. We just make it easier by providing you a platform for it. I'll walk you through how to create a class and share content with your students. To access MyClass and create a virtual class, simply go into your JoVE account, click on the education drop-down menu, and select the MyClass option, which would be at the very end. And then click on create new class. If you already have a class, your classes should appear on the left side of your screen. And if this is the first time you're trying this out with us, click on create new class. Once you click on create new class, an overlay window will open for entering details of the new class. Here you can enter the class name, a class description, an example of a class description would be, that you would like every student of the class to view this content before the 31st of Jan. So it can be like a deadline. It can be a set of instructions that advanced level cell biology content will be discussed here. There could be a specific instructions, deadlines, anything that you would like to add here. And yeah, you can also add guidelines for the class. Once you're happy with all of the details that have been filled in, you can create the class by just simply clicking on create new class. Now here's where your class has been created, but of course now you have to add content in it to be able to share it with your students. You can always add JoVE playlists of interest. Again, these would be playlists, custom playlists that I share with you, or playlists that you create yourself on the JoVE website, or the playlist that you find on the Faculty Research Center. So any playlist that you're happy with, you can add to the class by simply clicking on the Add Playlist button. They will be picked from your personal JoVE account and put into your class. It is also possible to add multiple playlists at the same time. So that's also an option you have. And then you can just click on Confirm Playlists to add them. Once your playlists have been added, I've added a screenshot of how that would look like. Inside the My Class platform, they would just appear right under the course details. To enroll students, now you have created a class and you've added contents to your class. Now you have to enroll your students. I will mention at this point, I will mention again that you can also add your own personal notes to this class. So it does not necessarily just have to be a JoVE playlist. All right. So this next step happens to be to enroll your students into the class, which can be done via three options. You can either share a class code and ask students to type in the code to access the class, or you can forego or bypass the code altogether and just simply share a link for the class, which the students have to click on in order to enter the My Class platform in your class, basically. Or you can type in email IDs of your students. If it's a small class, if it's a 5-student, 10-student class, you can just simply add in the email IDs of all of the students in the class and invite them personally. And the invitations or the links to join the class will go onto their email IDs. Once the students join the class, this is basically a screenshot of how it would appear from a student's point of view. So student would log into his or her JoVE account, click on Join Class. The Join Class button will be available for the student right there at the top. Once the student clicks on the Join Class button, he or she will then be asked to enter the class code. If you have selected class code as the option to log in, then they will be asked to enter the class code. All they have to do is enter the class code, institution email ID, and you can see in my third screenshot that they can just proceed and enter the new class. So it's fairly easy, and it's an interesting platform for the students. You always have this option if you don't already have an established LMS at your university. Another interesting feature is not only playlists, but also JoVE quizzes can be shared via this platform. I will be discussing a little bit about JoVE quizzes in the coming slides, but but it's helpful to know that even quizzes can be shared via this platform. Now, to integrate, another very interesting way of sharing content is via the LTI tool. To integrate the LTI tool feature in your school's LMS, you can connect with your LMS administrator, who will be able to discuss this further. To implement this feature in your LMS, there is no additional cost involved. No additional cost in setting it up or even using it. I will share an email address in the chat box, actually, in which a school's LMS administrator can get in touch with. They can get in touch with us at this email address to discuss setting the LTI tool at your university. So we also have the quiz feature, which can be embedded into any LMS of interest, for example, Moodle. To access the quiz feature, you will have to go to the education dropdown in the JoVE website and click on JoVE quizzes. Once you click on JoVE, and again, quizzes are a great way to ensure that the students have developed an understanding of the topics covered and also keep them motivated. So once you click on once you go to the quiz platform, you can just simply click on create new quizzes in order to create your own quiz. You will also have a preview of some already set quizzes. So it's a quiz library to select from. But if you wish to create your own quiz, click on the Create New Quiz button, which I've highlighted in blue. Each JoVE video comes with a set of pre-made, pre-programmed questions. So to access those questions, you can simply select the video of interest, and all of the pre-programmed questions will appear right under there. Sorry, all of the pre-programmed questions associated with the videos will appear. Again, this entire list can be edited as much as you like. You can add your own personal questions to this, or you can alter the questions that already exist. You can remove or delete questions that you're not happy with. So this is entirely customizable. All you have to do is select the different videos of interest, and the pre-programmed questions will appear along with it. In order to embed the JoVE quiz into your LMS, that's Moodle, it's again a fairly short process, fairly brief steps, just a few steps to add them. Step one would be to download the SCORM package from the JoVE quiz platform. The further steps on how to upload the JoVE quiz as a SCORM package on Moodle, I can send you a link for in the chat box below. And about how to embed them into my class is fairly easy, like I told you before. So I think I've covered, the embedding part of this session and how you can actually use JoVE contents for your regular teaching needs. With that, I will end my presentation. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to take any questions here on forward. And for further questions or inquiries, or to request a playlist as well, you can contact me on my email, which I will share again in the chat box. Yeah, Tani has already shared it. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.